Hello everyone, welcome back again to the channel. Just wanted to take some time to just quickly review what has been happening in the charts last week and what I expect for the upcoming week. So as usual, before we begin, let's just pray. God, we just thank you again for your blessings and for your goodness. Thank you again for this opportunity to trade. Be it anyone watching this video, may it serve as a means of inspiration and also to help them to improve in their process. We thank you and we love you. Amen. All right, guys. Just like a broken record, I will say NASDAQ 100 is 100% bullish. That means I trade only from my higher lows to my higher highs. When I get to my higher highs, I take my profits and then I wait for another opportunity to go in. Last week's trade, a lot of people found the markets very confusing. It was actually a very easy market to be traded if you were patient, if you had your strategy down correctly. It was one of the easiest markets to trade. And I'll just show this to you real quickly. As you know, my lines have been marked up. These are my weekly boundaries. Blue lines here are my weekly boundaries. Green lines are my daily boundaries. All right. If you go at the 1 hour time frame, you'll see every single day the higher low was made. Okay. It went up. In this case, you go up to a lower high. Now remember, I've always said to you, once you get a higher low on your largest time frame, in this case, if you look at your 2 hour, you have higher lows on your 2 hour time frame here, starting on Monday. If it goes up and it makes a lower high, you are in profit. So you take your profit and you wait for your next higher low. Okay. Well, you may say to me, well, hey, it didn't make a higher low, it made a lower low. Well, for that, you have to jump up to your larger time frame. So if you go on a time frame like a 3 hour, you'll see here that the next lower low on your 2 hour was in fact actually a higher low on your larger time frame, which would have been your 3 hour time frame. Okay, so if you took your trade based on your 1 or your 2 hour, there's the first move to a lower high, take your profits, wait. So I don't sell, I wait. Price came back. Notice from this higher low, which is on the 3 hour, it goes up again. It makes a high. Okay. In this case, this high is going to be translated. Look at your 3 hour, doesn't translate to anything. If you look at your 2 hour, it's translated to a high. Okay. Which means here it's still a lower high because it's lower than this previous high right here. You take your profit because this market is telling you that it's still doing some amount of consolidation. Okay, so you take your profit here, you wait again. Notice market came here, came up, it did a lower high. Okay, at this point in time right here, when you look here, if you notice, I have nothing marked here. So even if you took this trade right here and it came up, okay, and you didn't take a profit, it came back and it broke below here. Notice what it did? It came right here, and this is where it actually found support. Then from here, it continued to buy all the way up to the higher high on your 2 hour. Take a profit, wait. You don't sell, okay? Don't sell because you are going to get confused unless you have a clear strategy that allows you to sell only the retracement, take your profits, and then re-enter the buys. Okay. But outside of that, if you're just learning the strategy and if you're not comfortable in your own psychology, what you want to do is to exit on your high points, then wait for the market to come back down before you start buying again. Okay. So you had 3 full buy opportunities for last week. Okay. For the sellers, you had 4 opportunities. Well, sorry, 3 opportunities last week because we're starting from Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 3 buy opportunities, 3 sell opportunities for those people who are intent on selling the market. Okay. For me, it's only the buys. So 3 buy opportunities, close the week with another buy opportunity, which I'll get into more in the next video when I do the analysis for next week. Okay. So again, You buy always on your higher low time frame. I'm sorry, on your higher lows, and then you want to exit on your high points. If the market only goes up and makes a lower high, it means it's still consolidating. So you want to take your profit on your lower highs, then you wait for your next higher low. It's really simple. I don't know how much more to say about that, but that's simply what the strategy is. The Arbor strategy just says we trade higher lows to higher highs. In the event that the market makes a lower high, you take your profit on your lower highs, then you wait for the market to create another higher low, then you continue your buying. All right. So that was it last week. 3 buy opportunities. Here we go. All right. 3 buy opportunities. Okay. Um, that were completed this week. And of course, the last buy opportunity, which I'll get into in the next video, like I mentioned, created 4 buy opportunities last week. The last one, which was created yesterday, Friday, okay, would not have given you an opportunity to terminate. You would have had to hold the trade over the weekend, like I'm currently doing. But you had 3 complete buy opportunities, which allowed you to make at least 500% on your account, depending on the divider strategy that you're using. All right. So quickly, let me just go over it again. This was Monday, this was Tuesday. So you had 1 buy opportunity here on Monday, 1 buy opportunity on Tuesday. You had one on Wednesday, okay? And then you had the last one on Friday. All right. So I hope you guys were able to capitalize on these entries. I still see in the comments, it cracks me up every single time when I watch these comments on a daily basis, the level of craziness that happens here. And I'll just go through some of the comments. Uh Miami Mar, whoever that is, why is US 100 and NDX so different on the 8-hour charts? Let's look at the 8-hour charts and see what she's talking about. No, it's not different. Um, you know, both charts are actually making higher lows. The market has been making higher lows. And if you disbelieve me, just look at the channels. Just look at the channels. Here's your channel. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It's consolidating, yes, between this last high and this low right here. It has been consolidating during this point, but it's not showing 2 different things. It is, in fact, showing an uptrend on both, okay? You just have to know how to actually read them. So it's, in fact, still making higher lows to higher highs. However, for the past, I want to say 3 weeks, it has been consolidating. So it's near the all-time high, which was created back on 31st, I want to say 30th or the 31st of July. Okay, it's been consolidating between those 2 points. However, the market is still making higher lows. All right. Um, it's just crazy. I think I saw, it's finally hilarious to see this guy. I guess he tried to change his name, Macap7. We used to go back and forth on it when when I still had access to TradingView. This guy was trying to tell me that my strategy was wrong or whatever it is. Bro, let me tell you, anybody who actually tried to disregard or argue against the Arbor strategy, I'm gonna tell you, if you want to be a successful trader, the only way to trade the NASDAQ 100 is to take the higher lows to higher highs. So now all of a sudden I see this guy talking about 8-hour time frame. This guy never used to use anything but 15-minute time frame. So hey, I'm glad to see that people are actually coming to see the light and understanding that there are larger time frames on the NASDAQ 100 that you need to pay attention to. So guys, just so you know, the NASDAQ 100 is 100% bullish. The only way to correctly trade the NASDAQ 100 long term is to be in buys. You take your buys from your higher lows and you exit on your highs. It's as simple as that. Let's see, go down the line here. This idiot, Mufasa. This guy is still on the NASDAQ 100 every week talking about, if it bounces here, if it does this, if it does that. Bro, listen, there is no ifs in the strategy. There's no ifs. We know, well, I know the market is continuously making higher lows to higher highs. And if we go back and look at every single one of your posts in the past, you always said, oh, it will not go up and make an higher all-time high unless it does this. Bro, shut your crap. Okay? Mufasa and your minions, shut your crap. You have no idea of what you're talking about. You're only trading, trying to get followers. I've always said the NASDAQ 100 is 100% bullish. So I will just prove this to you right now and I will close. I will leave it right here. Okay? I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you my chart that I posted from December 31st, 2024. So let's just look at this here. Okay. This says August 18, 2025. That's because it records the date when I updated the chart. But if you look at my chart, this is my projections chart from back in December 2024. Okay. Right here. Look at where my line is. See, December 29. Yeah, December 2029. Sorry, December 29, 2025. These were my levels that I posted. TP1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's where we are. Look at where the price is right now. The only thing left to be taken out is 5. Okay, 5 is the only one left to be taken out. All right, every single one of these projected time take profits that I've set have been taken. The only one left to be taken is this, and it will get broken. Why? Because every single high that the NASDAQ 100 makes is guaranteed to be broken. And I say that without any apologies. It's guaranteed to be broken, and it will be broken. All right. So, like I said, I hope you guys really capitalized on it. It's real simple. Learn to be patient, wait on your largest higher lows, and then you trade them to your higher highs. Once you do that and you continuously do that, I guarantee that you'll be 100% successful. No questions asked. All right. So with that being said, the next video that I'm going to be posting is going to be the upcoming analysis for the current week. I really hope that this video has been instrumental in helping you guys to improve. Sorry, I don't really respond a lot to comments. I really don't have the time to do it, but whenever I can, I will post the video. But the content, the concept remains the same. Higher lows to higher highs are always guaranteed. All you have to learn to do is to wait for your largest higher low and trade it up to your largest high. If it makes a lower high, you take your profit and then you wait for the next higher low. Then you continue the cycle all over again. So thank you again for watching, guys. Thank you again for this opportunity to trade, to analyze, and to discuss the charts. Be it anyone watching this video, may we all be successful. We thank you and we love you. Amen. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you next time.